अध्यक्ष महोदय, इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर बात करने की मौका दिए आप, इसके लिए मैं आपकी आभारी हूँ। स्कूल में कबीरदास की दोहा सीखे थे, पाहन पूजे तो हरि मिले तो मैं पूजू पहाड़। Madam, let us worship the mountains and the environment. It is not because it's a heritage and culture, but our future depends on it, and future depends on its preservation. A quick overview of the demands for grants of the ministry. The budget for the entire nation's mountains, forests, rivers, environment, climate is a mere 2,043 crores, and that says it all, plus an additional 500 crores for river conservation, and that says it all. Clearly, the ministry is not being given the due importance that it needs to be recognized. The funds earmarked for forests and environment has come down by 30%. Considering the broad goals that the ministry wants to increase for cover, it is ironical that this has already come down by 30%. Other factors, climate change, just 23 crores, Project Tiger, Project Elephant, just 291 crores, biodiversity and rural livelihood conservation. Very important, madam, because the people who live around the forest, they can either destroy the forest or protect the forest. It's a mere 15 crores for the nation. Very, very important. Of course, the grant in aid has increased, and we are very happy about that. We as a nation need to take this far more seriously. We need to give lot more importance to the environment. We need to think big about the small things. It may be too late to make significant changes, yet I believe it's an opportune time to draw attention to the inadequacies and point towards corrective actions. I hope this will be received well by my fellow parliamentarians, not only because it is my maiden speech, but because the Honourable Finance Minister has insightfully stated that this budget is directional in nature. And let us, through this discussion, find out what that right direction is. Firstly, I'd like to point out that environment protection and development are not mutually exclusive. We build barrages and dams without fish ladders and fish passes. We collect CAMPA funds without using them for long periods of time. We build highways and railways through forests without giving safe passage and safe crossing to the elephants and the other wild animals. Secondly, madam, the development of these forests and wildlife can itself be revenue generating. The Hilsa fish or the Pulasa fish in Rajahmundry are extraordinary fish, madam. They are the Indian salmon. They are migratory. They live in the sea and go upstream in the rivers of Ganges and Godavari and Mahanadi. Now, these fish cannot jump over barrages. We need fish passes. Now, Farakka Dam does not have an effective fish barrage. I'm sure all my Bengali friends will agree with me cutting across party lines, because this is fast becoming extinct. We have put satellites in space, but we have not been able to build effective fish ladders. So also the Pulasa fish, madam, a great culinary delight in Andhra, and it used to be very expensive, over 300 rupees a kg, and now it is 3,000 rupees a kg, and fast becoming extinct. And all this while the salmon industry in the West is a multi-billion-dollar industry, thriving, and the revenue generated actually protects its habitat, the rivers and stream. Definitely, madam, we are doing something wrong in our policy. We need to change the direction. The sandalwood trees, madam, we have the Australian variety, the Indian variety, the Indonesian variety, and the Malaysian variety. The only persons who are benefiting from this are the smugglers and poachers. The state governments are not getting sufficient revenue. And it is the Indian variety, madam, that has the maximum fragrance in the oil. In Australia, thousands and thousands of hectares of Indian sandalwood trees being grown and thriving, and it's a great industry, but in India, we don't have that. Definitely, madam, we are doing something wrong with our policy. It needs to be changed. We need a new direction. Many examples. The red sanders grows in Telangana and Rayalaseema, most expensive wood in the world, 3,000 rupees per kilogram. There are many, many, many examples, madam. But the great Indian bustard is another story. It's again in Rayalaseema and Telangana. There are many examples, madam, the mangroves, the coral reefs, the Western Ghats, many, many, many examples. But more importantly, Prime Minister Modi ji had, at the National Ayurvedic Summit, pointed out the importance of Ayurvedic drugs. Madam, Lord Ram, to save Lakshman, sent Hanumanji to Dronagiri Hills. And then he was asked to fetch Sanjeevani. He couldn't find Sanjeevani, so he got the whole mountain. But let's hope, madam, that Hanuman doesn't find himself searching for Dronagiri Hill itself, lest that it be drowned in a Polavaram-like dam. So, madam, I think development and environment protection need not conflict. We can easily achieve both. In Telangana, madam, we have 25% forest cover. We are aiming for 33% forest cover. Our Chief Minister, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, has specially emphasized on it. We have taken up very many projects in environment protection, biodiversity, and forest cover, and greening of Telangana has been the primary initiative. I'd like to point out, madam, that recently we had sightings of many almost extinct animals and birds, great Indian bustard being one of them. The other one recently, last week, an extinct snake called Kulbar Bolenath was discovered just outside Hyderabad. The university campuses, the Osmania University and the Hyderabad University campuses, many extinct species and new species are being discovered as of today. We need funds for this. But lastly, let me appeal to the minister. About 1,100 crores of Campa funds of Telangana shares are lying with you. Last conclusion, madam. We request the minister to release this to Telangana as soon as possible. Lastly, madam, the Adivasis. The Adivasis are the most knowledgeable people and the most ecologically aware people. Their culture is very, very advanced. They do not have bad words in their language or derogatory. There's no theft, there's no begging in their culture. They treat their children as gentle as they treat all the other life forms. Madam, they can't treat one minute, man. Last point, I'll conclude. Madam, I think we need to protect them. On one side, madam, we are talking about environment protection, and the other side, we are talking about projects that can potentially drown migratory fish, Adivasis, forest, and environment. Madam, human greed has no limit, they say, but let us show human compassion. Yes, madam, I'm talking about Polavaram Dam. I think we can design a new dam without compromising, without damaging the environment too much. And I think this is the new direction I hope the Finance Minister has been talking about. And thank you, madam. Thank you for the opportunity. Jai Telangana and Jai Hind.